But yeah, man, he was basically saying that why I want you to read is because it'll stop you from stuttering. It'll help you think before you speak. He's saying you can articulate your words even more effectively and get your point across from where you're trying to get to and where you're trying to go. And he said a lot of people don't do that. He said now once you start to wake up early, you start to work out, you start to read. He says statistically, and if you look online, and he pulled up the research, and I forgot what it was, but he said once you start doing them three things, you're already ahead of 85% of the world. I said, that says 85%. He said 85% of the world. He said 85% of the world do not get up early. They do not work out. They do not read. And then they sit there and wonder why they're not successful or they're not getting things done. He said because they have no discipline, they have no structure, they have no sense of knowing where they want to go. They're just saying things just to complain, but they don't never want to take action and do it. I said, damn. He said, yeah. So then I'm like, what else do I need to learn, Tim? He said, I gave you one. He said 2 and 3, which was getting up early, working out, reading. He said, and if you are really about your business, he said, start investing into a mentor. He said, some of the problems and things that you are going to go through when you're becoming an entrepreneur and you're trying to gain success, you're trying to build yourself to a certain height and get yourself to that peak. He said, a mentor has already been through them struggles and them trials and tribulations. So the things that you're experiencing, a mentor is going to be able to help you overcome them hurdles and give you the knowledge that you need, or even walk you through. If he has a mentorship or he has some type of classes, anything, he said, it's going to help you get over them hurdles. It's going to catapult you to a higher level instead of you trying to figure it out, and then you become stagnant. He said, instead of being stagnant, you already getting the information. Now you're already up here. Even if you didn't know and you get here, you can ask him a question, and now you know the information. Now you can implement it. He said a lot of people don't want to invest into a mentor. He said they're not really serious. He said, I've been through so much in my last couple. He said he's been an entrepreneur for only 20 years. But he said as he was growing up, he didn't know a lot of stuff and he's learning. So a mentor, they know the information. They know what's going on. They've been through that. He said that all they got to do is teach it to you. It's like all mistakes in a nutshell. He's giving you all that information to get yourself up here to that million, to that 200 million, to that 10 million, to that 500,000, to a billion. They know this. They know the route. And if you get with the right one, you can become successful very quickly. He said, so now what we got is getting up early, working out, reading, getting you a mentor. And he said, get in the reps. He said, make sure that every day, if you got you some business cards, hand out at least 100 business cards to people. Getting your name out there. He said, getting your name out there, meaning you need to put in the reps. You need to talk to so many people a day. Put yourself on a list or a schedule to talk to so many people a day. So not only are you getting your communication skills up, but you're getting your name out there, your brand. He said that's what a lot of people need to focus on, is if you got a brand, you got a business, anything, you need to get that out, whether that's through marketing, spend the money, whether that's getting business cards, spending the money. He said, spend that money and do the reps. Make this a repeated thing every day. You try to strive to do so much so you can be successful. And he said when you get in the reps, you 10x what everybody else is doing. I used to think people in a job or a workspace area, they're doing so much work. He said, shit, when you own your business, when you started a business, when you're trying to grind and get yourself in your business to a certain level, you got to be able to 10x that. What everybody's doing, and you see what everybody else is doing,